Welcome to another Power Rangers Beast Morphers review here on a podcast named Tim. It is episode 17 of season 1 entitled Ranger Reveal. Before we get into the review and the monster of the week rating, which is Shakatron, we're going to be, please give the video a thumbs up and share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. And we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you want to follow us and keep up to date on the show. So we'll get right into it. This episode is about fame and the price of fame. So the Rangers are in a mass group of people are outside of the local news station where, of course, Zoey's mom works. She is set to interview Nikki Rev, star of the Hyrdaworm series. If you will recall, this is the movie that Nate and Zoey saw on their date during one of the earlier episodes. I don't remember the name, but I like that they were keeping the universe, we're referencing a lot of things in the universe like that. So again, I mentioned earlier, I'd like to see some Hyrdaworm movies. I'm sure they're cheesy and great, but someone make that happen. Ben and Betty, of course, are there as well for a little comic relief. They're got like a selfie stick backpack thing, ends up getting caught in some stuff and they get launched over. The interview ends up getting canceled, and we'll find out why later. Vargoyle does show up at this moment to announce himself officially to the world and show off that he has been given the upgrade, and shows off that he had each of them their stolen moves. So a nice little full actual introduction for him to the Rangers. Zoey finds out that her mom actually has footage of the Power Rangers morphing during this fight. The cameraman's camera went down and caught image of them, and basically the rest of the episode is partly going to be her trying to talk her mom out of revealing the Rangers' identity. Of course, that would be a big no-no and not great. Vargoyle presents Evox with a plan called a memory pulsator. You can probably guess what it's going to do, but I don't think they really hinted at it later. We'll find out in other episodes. Starting here, we're really building to the finale over the next 4 episodes or so. But Scrozzle and Vargoyle have stolen this plan actually from Blaze and Roxy. Evox doesn't care. He doesn't care about honor among thieves. If you're able to outwit them, congratulations. Ben and Betty and all the crew are at the juice bar, I always want to call it, the gym, Riptide Gym, and they accidentally reveal that Nikki Rev is actually there in disguise with a wig. And she's immediately swarmed by people. The unmorphed Rangers escort her out, and Zoey, they're having a discussion about whether they wanted to be famous and get found out before this, and they all realize now that being famous would not be a good idea. It would be an impediment to their jobs. A Gigadrone and a Robotron. The Robotron is Shakatron is sent down for this week. And they're both sitting down at the same time to distract the Rangers because we got to we got to set up the memory pulsator, which is going to be set up at the news station. So bit of a they live situation going on here. We're going to brainwash some people coming up in a few episodes from the TV station. So great little call back there. The primary Rangers are fighting the Robotron, and what's interesting here is he has like when you shoot him with their energy weapons, he like catches it on these like little spatula looking things. That's all they can call them. He catches them on like spatulas and then like shoots their power back at them. So he's got like these like cotton candy collector weapons, and he shoots their power back at them. So that's kind of he gathers their energy and fires it back. So interesting. We'll get into him a little bit later, but Gold is the Gold Ranger goes into battle mode and calls on Devin. He needs his help in order to take care of the Gigadrone version of this because the energy is being redirected. And it's a lot of saber action in this episode because of the energy. And I like that we did that. We took away their guns and their blasters, and we had to get a lot of just I don't want to say hand-to-hand combat, but less souped up energy-based combat. So enjoyed that. We go back to the studio, and Zoey offers to interview Nikki Rev because she has now decided to do the interview, and then right after that is when Zoe's mom is going to be revealing the Rangers. I will say the Rangers were pretty lax this episode. I thought they should have told Commander Shaw. Um, it's a big deal if you get revealed, and they're just kind of like, well, Zoe's mom will figure it out that she's not supposed to do it. We'll trust Zoe. I thought they should have been a little bit more pushy to make sure that this gets shut down, but I guess they wanted her to learn her lesson on her own. Basically, Zoe interviews her, Nikki Rev, and talks about her questions about celebrity and how hard it is. And Zoe's mom realizes that she cannot reveal the Rangers. She says, I have the tape here, but I'm not going to do it because it would be bad for the Power Rangers and bad for Coral Harbor. And so the manager is surprisingly happy. Basically, he's like, people are calling and are happy with the having a reporter with integrity, and so they're excited about that. And now we do find out we're going to be getting ready for phase 2 next week or next episode of the plan. So excited to see what that is. But all in all, a decent episode. Could have been better. The best thing I liked was just the tie-in with the Hyrdaworm series because it's a fascinating in-universe movie references, I guess, that they're referring to, and again a good full debut for Vargoyle as far as to the Rangers. But let's get into Shakatron, who in some respects takes a back seat because you know that this bigger plot is going on and he's just there as a distraction. For a look, so if you've never watched one of these, we have 5 categories that we rate our monsters on. It's the design of the monster or the look, the plan, how we're going to defeat the Power Rangers, the powers that they have, the success against the Rangers, and the voice. It's 1 through 5 for each category. Having a 25 would be the best monster ever. Having a 5 would be the worst. So let's see how Shakatron does. For look, I gave him a 4. He's got a sombrero. Look, what else do I need to say? It looks cool. He's got the sombrero. He's got this kind of a green bubbly look on him. He's got these things shooting out of his shoulders, which I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they look like little capsules. Those are cool. And he's got his little, twirly, like I said, spatula, cotton candy collector weapons, whatever they are. They look cool. So, and again, a nice face. One of my biggest criticisms, if you watch my Beast Morpher reviews, I don't like the lack of facial structure or recognition for some of the monsters. And he's got like a nice X on his face that's lit up in different ways. So I did enjoy that a lot. For the plan, 3, pretty run-of-the-mill, nothing bad, nothing good. Go to strike the Rangers, and his plan is just his powers in some respects. But and the powers are good. You've got this energy collecting cotton candy, thing that can redirect the power. Redirection is not something new to Power Rangers. I just like the way that it was implemented with the actual specifics of how the weapon looked and functioned. So for look, again, 4, plan 3, and for powers, 4. For the success, 2. He didn't do much, but again, he was just there as a distraction, so he wasn't really meant to be anything, but a 2 for success. For the voice, 3. Again, it was very generic. This is a very generic monster in some respects, other than sombrero and cotton candy weapon, energy collecting weapon, which I know is weird to say, but everything else is just kind of there. So voice 3. So total, I have 16 written down. With, again, look 4, plan 3, powers 4, success 2, and voice 3 for, again, total of 16. So just slightly above average, kind of still average monster for the week for Shakatron, which is a great name. And that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. Would you like to watch some of the Hydroworm movies? Let us know your thoughts on the R rating for Shakatron. And if you're excited to see where the rest of the season's going. See you next time here on a podcast named Tim. I'm Zach. Please, again, like, share, subscribe.